How's it going?
What's up, Ricky?
How's it going with you?
Not
I like
much.
how you whispered that.
How's it
As
going?
usual, wait a couple minutes, let everybody get on in here, and we'll get started.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I'm gonna have a dog that's gonna be in and out of this door the whole show.
A
It's not
dog
a
that's
ghost.
beating down your door. I thought you said eating
Yeah, no,
out
yeah,
your
she
door.
just barges in.
Just imagine some very specific internet like porn with dogs eating outdoors.
Never
Some
a
kind
dull
of
moment.
some kind of furry thing. I was like, this is really
That's the
niche.
little culprit right there.
There you go.
Nice. What a beautiful little pupper.
Right?
That was a
She's
pretty cool investigation we had at Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. We went there, and Ricky was there. Ricky's the one who told me about it, and then I talked to Brian, and then he set it up. But then, like, the whole night, there was this one run, Brandon, I don't know if I told you, and, like, there was, like, all this, like, crazy stuff going on. And then we find out that at the end of the night,
little
the
dog.
owners of the
Woof,
building
woof,
had a bunch of dogs. They had a bunch of
Yeah.
dogs in a room. And then it was,
Oh
like,
no.
afterwards, like, it was literally after everyone left, and we're walking through the doors, and they're like, oh, man, we got to remember to, like, give those dogs some water. I was like, and there's a bunch of puppies in a room, and then like we all look at each other afterwards. Well, there goes
Oops.
all of that stuff. Everything that we record is just
Yep.
in the
Throw it out the window. Bye bye.
That happens, man.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, go ahead. Floor is yours. Tell everybody what y'all up to.
All right,
Go for it,
brother.
Mustafa.
Well, yeah. January 8th, 2022. Elements of a Haunting. Our book is dropping, and it's been getting a really, really great response online. It's not even out yet. And in Ghosts and Hauntings, it's at #1. Supernaturalism is at #1, and then it's also charting on like a third one now with a parapsychology.
Parapsychology, yeah. Yep, parapsychology, and yeah, we were rocking the top of the charts for 2.5 months or so. So it's been great, and everyone's been very supportive of it. We have some really cool, fresh ideas, things that really haven't been explored in the paranormal field, which is very exciting. And we cannot wait to get it out. We'll be doing some cool giveaways here pretty soon. We're working with the publisher on that, and a lot of exciting stuff with the book. That's for sure.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
we're stoked. We're stoked. Because, like, hey, Ricky, like, I mean, have you ever, like, that's the thing is, like, we've always been looking for, like, books that, like, help to, like, wanted to set a protocol,
Right.
And just haven't really come across many, like, titles or any kind of, like, ways to, like, really something that sets, like, a protocol or synthesizes that data, like, to work with it. I don't know. Have you guys ever come across, like, anything like that? Like, what are some of your favorite, like
Me,
paranormal
I
books?
remember one book I got into. I can't remember the exact title, but it was like it was a hardback, and my sister had it, and it was like basically ghost hunting for dummies. But it's just your basic stuff, It doesn't go into
Right.
detail and try to explain it to what it really is. That's the only thing I've ever come across.
Yeah, the only book I really came across similar to that, and actually we cite it in the book, Mustafa, is it's called Things That Go Bump in the Night. It's a really weird title for a book, but it was written by Emily Peach. I think it was in the 70s when it was released, but she really broke it down on a proper way to conduct investigation from a documentation standpoint, like putting site maps and talking about exactly how they conduct the investigation. So that was kind of, an influence with the book. Obviously, we go a bit further with it, but we really break it down, man. I mean, the way you've seen us conduct investigations, not only on Ghost Hunters, but what we've done previously and prior, is really setting, a standard of, ethics, standards, and protocol to really go out there and push the field forward from, a scientific principle to be taken seriously, not only by the public, but the scientific community. Because, you see it now, there's, the run-of-the-mill type of investigations. You have your paratourism, you have people that do it for thrills and entertainment, which there's nothing wrong with any of that. But, we really want to go that extra step to really be taken seriously. And I think we laid that out pretty well in the book.
That's what I respect about y'all. I mean, the way y'all dissect it, I was a huge fan once I saw what y'all were doing on the show. I was like, oh my God, this is what TV's needed for a long time. Because, I mean, you look at a lot of these shows now, everybody's like, oh, it's a demon, or,
Yeah.
it's they don't go into detail and try to scientifically get to the bottom of the point. And half the stuff you'll see on some of the other shows is just natural stuff that's going on, dust for one. Edited stuff in. They edit stuff in, but I mean, I guess that's entertainment,
Yeah, but that's the thing that like kind of like pisses me off, because it's like a lot of that's like a lazy form of entertainment. Like,
yes,
even if you look at movies, right, like scripted dramas, which are solely created for what people think is like entertainment, but even the best directors, the best actors, they all have something specific to say about the movies that they're making, with the characters, with those choices. And I think that the same can apply even to like reality or documentary TV. It's like, what do you have to say, or what are you trying to get to the bottom of? And if you can entertain that, that's where I really think like the am I getting like echo feedback for you guys or anything, or is it good? Are you good? Okay,
you sound good on my end.
All right, good. I just want to make sure. But yeah, I think if you can entertain that, like that's one, more challenging, but two, that's how you actually move the field forward, and you can have a lot of fun with that. Like we have a hell of a lot of fun with doing that stuff on like Ghost Hunters. We cut a rug doing that kind of stuff. So I think there's this like really bad misconception with paranormal shows, is that like you have to be entertaining, you have to like fake stuff, because you're not going to teach anybody without entertainment. Like you're the best teachers we ever had growing up were the ones who could entertain you and can make the subject matter interesting, And that's like a big thing that we kind of pride ourselves on too, is all the work that we're doing is like I think we do it in a pretty entertaining way. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. And not only that, in the book we really go into our backstories too, which is really exciting. Mustafa and I go back to where it all started for us, and I think the chapter is actually called In the Beginning, where we really lay out our personal mission, why we take this so seriously, why we eat, breathe, and sleep the paranormal, and why we really want to push the field forward. And I think it's going to, open a lot of people's eyes as to we're not just TV personalities. That's not where we came from. We just didn't show up on Ghost Hunters one day. It's been a lifelong mission for us, and 17 years worth of work, man. And it's come together in this book. And I think that, I think Marie D. Jones said it best. I mean, amazing author, brilliant person. She's someone that I look up to in a big way. She said that this book's going to be earmarked and highlighted and really kind of a field guide for people to, reference when it comes to their research and really trying to take it credibly and seriously.
Let anybody who's tuning in, if they want to ask questions, Ricky, cut us off. We can talk everybody's ears off. If anybody has questions, like jump in so we can have that.
Don't be shy.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, because we'll probably have to. I'm gonna have to head out in 5:30 my time. So just letting everybody know. And I know Brandon, you got something too. But yeah, just feel free to cut in. But yeah, just to piggyback off what Brandon was saying is like, the work is a lifelong thing. You're constantly chipping away at something. And I have a lot of people, who are paranormal investigators, and they were like, how did you get on Ghost Hunters? Or like, how did you get a book deal? And the thing is that regardless of whether or not there is like an opportunity in place, we're constantly working on that stuff to begin with. It's all about the work. That's it. You could, yeah, exactly, Ricky. You could get lucky and get on a show, but that doesn't last long. Or you could get lucky and get something that doesn't last long. People see through it. Or even if they don't see through it, you're not going to be personally satisfied because there's this little thing at your back telling you all the time, it's like you're full of shit. You're full of crap. And you know it. Then you start to lash out. And I think with us, we're just very free to kind of, when we're working at our best, and I'm speaking for me, but when I'm working at my best, it's when I know I'm constantly working on that stuff all the time. So when I have a discussion, I mean, when Brandon sent out the pitches for the book, well, how many people wanted to do it? There were different publishers that we got.
We had three different offers, from really great publishers, people that have, are very familiar with the genre and other genres as well. And we were very lucky to have three different offers, and we had to really, step back and look at it from a point of view of what's going to, get the message out properly, what's really going to help us, really brand this in a way that's going to be credible and something that's going to be taken seriously. And that's something we pride ourselves on. Like Mustafa said, it's not just about the TV project, the documentary projects, or the book projects. We're constantly working on this stuff. We're constantly theorizing. We're looking at new ideas from different angles, different aspects, and we're trying to do our best. We're trying to do our best not only to fulfill our own personal journey, but to help the field as a whole and help the genre, because I think that we're in desperate need of something new. Obviously, we're always going to be rebuilding the wheel, but we need to rebuild the wheel the way Tesla did and really do something different. And I think that we're doing a good job at that so far.
I agree. I like the approach you guys have in it. And the work. I mean, y'all work harder than most of the what I would call the paranormal icons in the field.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Ricky. That's very nice of you to say. But a lot of people they get to that level and they have some success, be that mild or big success, whatever. It becomes egotistical at the point, and it's very unfortunate because they look down on people. Yeah, and like you see people on social media. I mean, they want to feel part of the process. You know what I mean? They want to be involved, and that's the point of what we're doing. People need to be involved for us to be successful. Not for our own egos, but for the field as a whole. And then you see people just asking, minimal questions on social media. And then you have some of these people that are on TV that are just very egotistical and talk down to these people. It's very unfortunate. And that's something we don't want to do. We might have our own opinions about things. We might not think the same way as other people, but we're never trying to talk down to people. That's a kind of a misconception, with social media. And you read something, people are going to take it one way, but it may not be meant that way in any way, shape, or form. But we just want to do our best. We want to make sure we're doing the work correctly, and we want to make sure that people join us in that journey.
Y'all got a couple hellos from Ernie Pack, Glenn Morgan, Terry Johnson, Blake and Kristen Duckworth. And Ernie Pack says they want ghost hunting to be scary. I think it's what people outside of the field perceive it to be.
Yeah, they want to live a horror movie. And I get that's okay. Sure, if you want to do that, fantastic, good for you. But don't be throwing around evidence that you say is credible or empirical in any way, shape, or form. And then if someone does give you a natural explanation to it, don't get upset about it. That should be a win. Yeah, because it's all a teaching moment.
Exactly. You're learning in the process. Yeah. They can open your eyes to something you weren't paying attention to.
Exactly.
Ethan Rowan says, "What's up, Mustafa, my dude? Hope to investigate with you soon."
Ethan, what's up, my man? Yeah, we definitely will. Yeah, Brandon and I have a couple of events that we have coming up. We're going to be at the Old Park Hotel. I believe it's on December 4th. Yeah, so we're going there. Yeah, that place was dope. I had a good time investigating there with Kristen, and then we're going to be at the hospital in College Hill. I think that's in Virginia. So it's going to be me, Brandon, Daryl, and Kristen.
Stuff about it,
dude. It's cool, man. So and then Brandon and I also we got something coming up. Is it officially announced yet? Did they announce it yet or no, Brandon? Nope. No. Okay, so we got another thing that people are going to really like. So I can't say what it is. Yeah.
I think it's going to rock people's worlds.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Hey, Ryan Seymour's in the house. He says, "What's up, dudes?"
What's up, man?
Yeah, it's my bro right there.
Yeah, Ryan's awesome. Hey, jamming out, man. That guy's a great guitar player as well.
Oh yeah.
Yo.
Oh yeah.
Yo, Ricky shreds too, Brandon. I don't know if you see some of his clips,
bro.
He's short, just tearing it up, bro.
Yeah.
Played some Megadeth the other day.
Oh,
I was like, damn.
Man, I come from the metal background, the big four, all the way up to the modern stuff like Slipknot, Bullet for My Valentine. I love it all.
Hello, t-shirt. Man.
Yes.
Hell yeah, baby. Tornado of Souls.
Yeah, that is actually my favorite Megadeth song. I love it. It's just so that
Tornado of Souls.
Yep, and Lucretia.
Sweating Bullets, baby. Sweating Bullets.
Yeah. They got a lot of stuff.
Go ahead and keep on thinking it's my fault.
It sounds like he's got nasal congestion when he sings, but it's like perfect, It's like
he's the best.
It's all that cocaine use, man.
That man beat throat cancer. I don't know how he did it. I'm so glad he did too. He's been through the ringer.
Mm-hmm.
Just pure anger. He just looked at photos of Metallica and he got pissed and then he beat it.
Lars, man.
He's so, oh man, I'm surprised he hasn't done nothing to Lars yet.
He's not even a good drummer.
Yeah.
I take offense to that. Like,
Yeah.
shut up, Lars. Get out of here, bro.
Lars is an egotistical douche sometimes. I'm sorry.
Well, to record and release the drum sound off of Saint Anger and like think that
banging on a garbage can.
Yeah, that's the sum of his whole career. Fucking banging on a garbage can his whole fucking time, dude. He's like,
the double bass is so inconsistent too and out of sync. It's just like, Jesus.
And let's be honest, we know he did not play drums on Injustice for All. We know.
No. And then they turned the bass down because they were pissed off, you know?
I'm telling you,
Jason Newsted.
I'm pretty sure it was Dave Lombardo. Let's just be real about that.
Dude, that is like, there are some very specific conspiracy theories that are not really conspiracy theories. That's one of them. And the other one was Jimmy Snuka, Superfly Snuka once. He was like all coked out and then he threw a prostitute off of a balcony of a hotel. And then he went to, he got arrested, and then Vince McMahon walks into the police station with a briefcase, and then walks out with Jimmy Snuka's files, and then there's no briefcase in his hand.
Oh, my God.
I had to bribe the cops. That's right up there. The drums. That's what I hear. I'm not saying that
Ernie
thing. Don't
says,
sue me, Snuka Estate.
Brandon has debunked a few photos for me. I didn't get butthurt. I learned. I've sent him and Mustafa evidence a few times for review. I respect the guys a ton. They even debunk their own evidence on the regular. More people in the field need to follow that example.
Hey,
Said.
I love when we can disprove it. I think that's huge. I mean, that's
me too.
I mean, anytime we get something that we believe to be, evidence or data of something we can't explain, we instantly go to a third party. And and if they can explain it, it's like, well, shit, throw that in the Rolodex. We know what it is now, and it just eliminates all those natural possibilities, and that's huge. I mean, that's science. I mean, if we're not doing that, we're not, doing this seriously. So anytime we can find a natural explanation, it's a huge win.
That's what I like about the field, though. It's like a puzzle too. Like last night, we had a piece of equipment that was so sensitive. As the cars were passing through, the shadows were chirping a little. It's like an EMF puck REM pod. I don't know what the hell it's called. It's annoying as hell. And I was sitting there messing with it. And they were like, "Oh, I don't think that's you." And I was like literally standing up and down, jumping up and down behind the camera, and it's going off. I was pissed, but then again, it's like I love what we do for that reason.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Then we're going with Old South with the vomiting. I'm not calling it paranormal yet, but. It's weird.
Yeah. Plus,
strange.
it hits to vet stuff. Hits a very basic lesson we're all taught as kids. It's basically the boy who cried wolf. If you can vet all that stuff, then when you finally do get something that when you take to third parties or you get analyzed and scrutinized, and no one still has an explanation, then that's really, really cool. Really cool. That's like it's the difference between like a padded record in boxing and somebody who's like only fought world champions. Like, like what would you rather have? Like,
right.
Do you want the perception of doing great work or do you actually want to do great work? There's no in between. There's no in between.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, Ryan, that was the one that I had you look at. He's asking about that vomiting, but
nice.
I can't wait for you to get back there. You're gonna love it, Brandon.
Yeah, man, it's been
dude,
years.
It's so different. So different.
Yeah.
Where's that? Where?
Old South.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was years ago, man. I think it was like 2011. It's been a long time. 10 years. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird to think about. Holy crap.
Yeah. But that's what I love about it. When you have hardcore proof, especially like the chilling stuff you caught at Villisca. The Axe Murder House? Oh, my God. Bro, that's cream of the crop. That's every investigator's dream right there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I mean, still to this day, we still have that analyzed, man. We've had that looked at by so many audio engineers. It's insane. And, like, we had it tested with the sound of coyotes. We've had it tested with all kinds of shit, man. We just cannot find it. Especially when you look at it in the spectrum analysis. And the frequency range that it's in is really, really strange. And this was at a time where no cell phones, no iPhones, anything like that. So, I mean, contamination wise, we cannot figure it out, dude. It's just such a strange thing.
Yeah. That, oh my God. The screams or that, oh my God, dude. That's just.
Yeah, it's.
Sends curls up your spine.
Yeah, that's a strange place, man. Villisca that's a hard one. It's not a lot of visual evidence out of that place, which is really interesting. You know, I've seen a couple of videos of the closet door opening by itself, which I've seen consistently over the years. You know, items moving by themselves and stuff like that. But from a visual standpoint, not much has come out of there. So there's something with that location that just produces, you know, audible phenomena, which is something I think one day I hope Mustafa and I can get back out there and really look into it on a deeper level than we have in the past. So.
Yeah, I really want to.
That's on my bucket list as well. Everybody's talked about it, and they're like, "Oh, Lizzie Bordenhouse." I'm like, "No, Villisca."
Yeah, that's the spot.
Just based
man.
on everything I've seen over the years, it's like, wow. Glenn says, "Love Gettysburg. Hope one day to go there." Do I?
Yeah.
No, Villisca's small, right?
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not
very
big.
small. It's very, very small, and it's in a neighborhood. You know what I mean? Villisca, Iowa is small, man. It's a very small town. So, I mean, everyone knows everybody, and it's one of those kind of things. So, I mean, if someone was trying to pull the wool over your eyes or do something to try and contaminate your investigation, you would know pretty quickly because it's just such a small area, small building. So that's why when we investigated it, we had to just send in one or two people at a time. You know what I mean? Because it's just such a small place.
Yeah. Tiny. That's like the old jail there in Roberta, Georgia. You can only send one or two people in there. Other than that, you're gonna contaminate it.
Yeah, exactly. It was like in Clifton too, Mustafa. Oh, there he goes.
Oh my gosh! In that little jail down there.
Yeah.
That was so. What was so funny was like we're there and like everybody has these stories about like someone's like touching your hair when you're down there. So I'm like, all right, and this just goes to show how like mythos and like urban legends can like really help fuel these stories of paranormal phenomena. And I'm down there. Sure enough, I start feeling something touching my hair, and I was like, God, there's something down here. Let me try to get evidence of it. And all it is there's cracks in the rocks, man. There's a draft coming through. That's a draft. It's a draft. It's concentrated air that comes in through these little air holes that are there.
Gotcha.
And they're so concentrated, it's just a perfect, because you can usually feel wind, but it really feels like someone's touching the back of your head.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Very minimal.
It's just a perfect storm. You know?
And most people don't think of that. That's the cool thing when people find out stuff like that. It's just fascinating that these little nits and crannies in just a piece of stone can, you know, change the whole entire perspective of what's really going on.
That's why you got to remain unbiased going into a location. Man.
Right.
You can't go in with your own belief system and, you know, wanting something to happen, because as soon as the investigation's failed at that point, really.
Yeah. You got to let the location speak to you is how I say it. You know, just go in open mind. And that's why I don't like to know too much before I go into locations.
Yeah.
Because it just makes it that more, you know, gratifying if you catch something that can relate to the actual history of the location or names or something like that.
Yeah, Clifton was interesting. I wish we had more time in that courthouse.
Yeah.
Go back to that would have been cool.
That's a whole other story right there.
But yeah, that would have been dope. That would have been dope.
Ryan says, audio comparison and spectrum analysis is amazing.
Yeah, forensic audio, man, that's the way to go. And there's a lot of people out there that are in the field in forensic audio analysis that are willing to look at stuff like that. It fascinates them. I mean, that's what they do for a living. You know what I mean? Breaking down recorded phone calls for, you know, police agencies and stuff like that. And if you send them something that could be possibly paranormal or EVP, they love that stuff, man. So
that's awesome.
Really?
I definitely suggest anyone out there that's, you know, looking to have something analyzed, really send it out there and see what happens, man. You know, if it gets disproven or disproved, who cares? You know, it's a learning moment, teaching moment. Take that and learn from it.
Definitely. Yeah, that just kind of helps you to hone in on. That just also helps you to like really fine tune your alarms for what probably is paranormal, and that's how you're like able to like go. And I think like some people like they'll go and they'll be like, wow, like, you know, I get it a lot. Like, you know, people will be like, oh, I think like, oh, you might have something, you might be sensitive, you might this. And I think that just kind of comes with experience in terms of investigating a lot. It's like, no, I just know I'm so used to like what comes off as maybe paranormal or weird, but I'm just so used to that bit, my mind automatically kind of like discounts that. You still go and you follow that lead, but you don't like, you know, do a backflips over it. And then
Right.
other times, like, I don't know, man. We've just captured that. It just, like I say, it always strengthens the things that we capture that were truly really cool. Like in Galena, Illinois, a shimmering blue light out of nowhere in that hospital, and then we got pressure changes on the EDI at the same time. It's like, what the hell was that? Like, there's no explanation for just shimmering blue light to appear out of nowhere, and then we get pressure changes on the EDI at the same time. Unreal.
Can't beat
Unreal.
it. Now that you have,
Nah,
that you have the actual experience with the light, and then you have the data logger, that you can log. Can't beat it.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for right there, man. Once you correlate devices, that's what we're looking for. That's the key.
That's what we're all about. All right, brother. If anybody's got any questions, I gotta head out in like less than 2 minutes. Sorry, I can't stay on this one for that long. I know we gotta get off in a bit.
Thank you two again for being on. I appreciate it.
No problem,
bro.
No,
thanks for having us, Ricky. It's awesome, man.
Yeah, no problem.
You're the man, dude.
Yeah, don't be shy. Y'all get the questions in. Y'all are quiet. Oh, Ernie's talking smack to Mustafa. When you glitch out, he goes, Mustafa's easier on the eyes now. And you came back in, he says, well, shit.
Damn. Thanks, Ernie.
He can't handle Mustafa, I guess.
Yeah, Ernie Pack talking mad shit on the internet, bro. I'd like to hear you say it to her face, bro. Let's say that. I'm gonna steal your shoes, Ernie. I'm gonna steal your shoes and I'm gonna tie your shoelaces together and throw them over the telephone pole. Go buy another pair. I'm gonna do it to that pair too. I'll fly out to Kentucky and do it, bro. I don't care, bro.
Ryan said, just wanted to say hey.
All right, well, if that's it.
All right, man.
Tell Ryan, thank you. You're the best. Oh, what's the most? Oh, now you got questions.
Right.
Okay. Brandon, you want to take this one first?
I probably have to say RMS Queen Mary, Long Beach, man. It's one that always sticks out of my mind. I have too many pieces of empirical evidence and data that spans over a decade that cannot be explained by anybody. So, I mean, it's got all the makeups of a haunted place, the elements of a haunting. It's the building material used to make the ship, the ocean right there. I mean, there's just too many variables that make it just such a strange place.
Yeah, for me, it was a Halsingland Hotel, Haines, Alaska. The corroboration of evidence on that hallway with Daryl, combined with personal experiences. I would say like some moments where like there were some moments in places that felt really crazy that we were at, Brandon. Like at the Glen House, the Cape Girardeau was cool. Worley Hospital, that was dope. Like
I want to check that place out so bad. I don't know what it is about that.
Tampa, Texas, maybe.
Crazy.
It's nuts. Anyway, Ricky, I gotta get going, and I know Brandon and I have to peace out from this. But dude,
hey, I appreciate y'all being on.
Awesome, man.
Appreciate
Thanks, Ricky.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk
Take
soon.
care.
Have a good one, y'all.
All right. Thanks, man. Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
Brother. See ya.
Peace. Hey, let's give a round of applause for Brandon Alvis and Mustafa Gatollari. Awesome people, awesome minds in the paranormal field. I'll hang around a couple more minutes to hang out, talk with everybody. Terry, Eileen, Ernie, Ryan, Glenn, thank you everybody for tuning in. Ethan. Once again, huge shout out to Brandon Alvis and Mustafa Gatollari. Two busy dudes. They took the time to be on the show tonight. Much love and respect to those two. All right. So those of you that have been following the page, y'all know last night I went to Randolph County Infirmary. I guess I'll go ahead and kind of give everybody a little recap update on that, what happened and whatnot, what didn't happen. Last night was one of the moments that I like the most about the paranormal field. Just getting together with your friends and just having a good time at a location. What's up, Eileen? Love you too. You know, that's the crucial thing that I think a lot of paranormal investigators forget today. Yeah, good to be serious, but you got to have fun with what you're doing. You know, you have to. I think last night is probably the hardest I've laughed on an investigation in years. I mean, I just had an absolute blast. As far as personal experience, I had a couple, but it's so hard to say in that location. I've been there 4 times. And I'm not talking down on the location or anything like that. It's just I haven't had anything too crazy happen. I've had a few personal experiences, like last night. I was doing some photography, and I was laying on the ground getting pictures of a chair, and I heard people in the hallway, and I thought it was, my friends. Because they were down, if you're familiar with Randolph County Infirmary, it was on the men's side where the cell is, and they were in the cell, and my friend Amanda, she's walking out, and at the time, I thought it was her, but no. She's actually standing still in the hallway, and she's like, Ricky. I'm like, yeah. She's like, you got something moving towards you. I heard it. It literally walked up. On top of that, somebody got scratched in the attic. That was strange. I wasn't there at the time, but I saw it after the after effect. Interesting. Very interesting. And I mean, it was like a welt. On top of that, they had some crazy stuff, I guess, happen for them in the basement. But me, I don't know if I'm not picking up on what's going on around me or whatnot, but I haven't had anything too crazy happen for me there. But, I mean, there was a few times we were standing in the hallway, it looked like, and that's the hard part about investigating at night, your eyes, they start to dilate, your pupil dilates. Your pupils and stuff, they try to focus. And to me, I think that's where a lot of people start seeing things. And even me personally, it's like, I remember saying plenty of times last night, I don't know if that's something moving towards us or what the hell that is, or is it my eye? But there was a few times where we heard walking or movement, what also sounded like, a disembodied voice or so. So, once again, everything lies in the evidence. So, we'll see what happens. But other than that, I mean, I had a blast. So I just want to give a shout out to Shadow Seekers Paranormal out of Wabash, my good friends Chrissy Badgett, Corey Snit, Amanda Kinley, and the rest of their crew. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I get everybody's name right, and I butchered the name. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, so other than that, that's all that really happened. Had a blast. I'm pretty tired, not gonna lie. I got like an hour and a half nap, and I was up. I was up for the most part. Had to drive home, took a nap when I got home, got a headache. I got the para hangover bad, but I always love Randolph. Randolph is a beautiful location. It's got such a sad history. It's always nice to go to those buildings, just spend time. But my home away from home's calling me. Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. I'm missing my family down there, so I get to go back down soon. So get to see everybody down there, and then headed to Gettysburg at the end of September. So that's, as far as vlog content and stuff like that, that's where that's coming from. That's going to be the next vlog, is Gettysburg. And then after that, I'll have some Old South stuff going on. So we'll see. I can't wait either, Terry. We have to take Terry naps. Gonna take a Terry nap in the ER, see what happens. Hey, thank you, Glenn. Yeah, that's what I love about how we investigate, though, Terry. You gotta have fun. The more positivity you put into the atmosphere, to me, it's a win-win. I mean, and some of the spirits don't like it. It is what it is, but you get better results like that, you know? And a lot of times, you know, I like to just explore the building like I was last night. I wasn't even investigating at the time when that stuff was walking up on me. I was just taking pictures, you know, tuned everything out. Sometimes, you know, if there's any intelligent spirits, they're going to be like, what's going on? And they're going to, you know, they're going to come up to whoever's, you know. But yeah, I'm going to stop talking y'all's ear off. Yeah, so if anybody else has any extra questions for me, feel free to hang around a couple more minutes. Let's give Brandon and Mustafa another round of applause. Awesome guests, awesome people. Really looking forward to their book. I haven't been excited to read a book in a long time. So yes, amen, Terry. Nothing wrong with goofing off. Then we know when to be professional. Correct. There's a time to get serious and there's time to have fun. And you can do both if you do it right. Y'all are in for a treat for this next vlog. There's a lot of goofiness. Y'all get to see a side of me that I'm kind of embarrassed to put on, but hey, y'all gonna see the real me eventually. You know, I mean, you'll see the real me now, but this is the goofiest side on investigation. So this one's gonna be a good one. I just need a couple weeks to, maybe sooner to get it up. All depends on. I think I can have it up in a couple of days. I'm gonna work on it tonight. But yeah. Oh yeah, y'all. This stuff is absolutely amazing. You know, I'm a Bang kind of guy or a Rays kind of guy. This is, if you're looking for like the perfect balance of focus and clean energy with no jitters, like super jittery after effects, this. And if you're on a keto diet, it's keto friendly. So I gotta plug it. That's what fuels me right as of late right now. So check it out. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun, Terry. That's gonna be a blast. I can't wait to get down there and talk to Ed and everybody. Hey, we're gonna have to dress me up funny in that damn body box. I want to do an experiment next time we're there. The title of the video, I got locked down in the body box wearing a tutu. But yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for all the support and outstanding love that everybody shows. And stay tuned. We got some stuff coming out. Like I said, another round of applause for Brandon Alvis and Mustafa Gatollari. Awesome people in the paranormal field. Two of my favorite people in the field. All right, everybody. I'm officially getting off of here. I've got a bad paranormal hangover. I'm gonna go chill and enjoy myself. Have a great Sunday. I think it's Sunday, isn't it? Have a great Sunday. I'll see everybody later, and stay tuned. Who knows? We'll see what I got at Randolph. As usual, you know, you gotta check the evidence because some stuff you may miss. Anyway, have a great night, y'all. See y'all around.